Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas being joined by Mr. Angel Garcia. I know a favorite for too many boxing fans now that your son Danny has had so much success in the past year. Just fought Zab Judah. It's a tough fight for him, but he dominated him.
Exactly.
Dominated him almost throughout the whole fight. How happy are you with your son's progress as a fighter, and what do you think he showed and improved on in that fight?
Well, I'm glad that Danny, proved that the world now respect him as a true champion he is. Like I always knew that, that Danny was a better fighter than people was giving him credit. So I'm happy that now people are opening their eyes, and I was real happy with his performance. He looked like a true champion up there that night. He looked strong, he looked focused. He went out there and he did his job and became successful.
Looking at Zab, how he came back in the final rounds, were you a little worried or were you surprised at all that he came like that?
Well, I wasn't surprised because Zab came to fight. Like, I brought a monster out of him. Like, if he, I woke him up. Like, I didn't make it hard for Danny, but I wanted a Zab like that. I didn't want a Zab to quit in 4 rounds or say he was out of shape. Excuses. I didn't want excuses. I wanted Zab to be in his A game, and I'm not glad that he came in his A game because that's not my job to worry about the other guy, the opponent. But I'm glad he showed the world that he was there as a trying to take a title from Danny, and he showed the world that he came to fight and made Danny look the fighter he is today. Made Danny look like a true champion.
Looking into the future, they're saying that Matisse and Peterson winner for Danny. All fighters, they don't care who they fight. Exactly. But you looking at both those two fighters, stylistically thinking from the outside, which style, I guess, would make for a better fight, a more fan-friendly fight between the two?
Well, honestly, styles make fights. But the thing is this, you can see from the outside in, and then fight night doesn't go like that. Yeah. So I'm not going to say either or. I'm not going to give Matisse or Peterson like this one's easier, this one is harder, because fights make styles, and fight night you can plan everything, and that night everything go out the window. Yeah. So it's round after round after round after round.
Looking at this next fight coming up for Danny, is this his last fight at 140? If he wins, is it done? Go up to welterweight?
Well, we got to sit down and talk to Al. Me, Danny, and Al, and sit down if it's better. But he makes 40 easy, and he don't starve himself. We have a great diet. We follow a diet, and he's got a great conditioning coach, and he gets the job done easy. It's not hard. So he's not like killing himself to make 40.
Yeah.
So he could be 40 still. Like, it's up to him. He wants to go to 47. We sit down and talk. But Danny makes 40 easy. Yeah. Easy.
Looking at on that same day, Amir Khan fight. Did you had a chance to watch that fight?
Yeah, I looked at it. What'd
you think?
I looked at it on demand, Showtime.
Yeah.
And well, I really think it was no surprise. Khan still ain't got no chin. You go with the best trainers in the world, whoever. You can't train this.
Yeah. Do you feel he improved at all, or same mistakes with him?
What happened? He got clear. He went down. He hit him with the hook. Di hit him with a hook. He went down. He still looked like the same kind. Listen, I'm not hating on the man, but he already made a lot of money. It's another era. You know what I mean? They're still trying to keep him in the top. Like he's a big killer. He's not.
Ruben Guerrero. Many have kind of compared you two, and I want to know what you feel about the things that Ruben did during the week, and I guess how you see him, what you feel about the stuff that was publicized.
Yeah, I seen what he did at the press conference. I ain't really get into all the stuff that he said, but basically when I do something, I talk about boxing. Basically, it's about boxing. It's not about what you did in your past with your relationship or not. He brought about Floyd's past with his going to prison and stuff.
Yeah.
I felt bad for Floyd in a way because that ain't had nothing to do with boxing. He did his time. Like, that's double jeopardy.
Yeah.
Like, he did his time, or he committed his crime, he did his time. That's it. It's over with. You can't change the past. You can change the future. But I thought, personally, it had nothing to do with boxing. Yeah. But everybody's different.
So you thought it was uncalled for? It wasn't something that should have been done? Yeah,
because it had nothing to do with boxing.
Yeah.
When I talk about Danny's opponent, I talk about boxing. I keep it in the boxing circle. So that was the difference between Guerrero's dad and myself.